Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. Uh, Dan, good morning. I'm only here because I'm ridiculously good looking and like to hang around with other good. Well, you're most welcome, brother. So let me go ahead and bring in my first guest, Lloyd.
Hey there, Rodney. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Hello, Rodney.
How's it going, OJ? Lloyd, why don't you introduce your friend there?
This is old Joe, and I call him OJ for short. I did not kill any of them. I don't care what they say. I'm innocent. Yeah, I know you're innocent. But anyways, this is Steve Berry made this dummy for me, and he's a dummy builder, and he's probably my oldest dummy or oldest pup that I've got. So gives me somebody to talk to. You know, when on those quiet nights when nobody's around and I want to hear my own voice. Yeah, then he can do my voice too. But he sucks. He does not know how to use all the letters in the alphabet.
Oh, he doesn't? Well,
He wants to purchase OJ's Bronco. I think it went to the junkyard.
All right, so we got Lance Cadena in the house. We got AZ Drone Dude as well as iFix Shet. And bringing into the panel, I'm going to bring in Mr. Mike Kelly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good, brother. How about yourself?
Missed you last weekend. Doing pretty good.
I'm sorry?
I missed you last weekend.
Oh, yeah. My daughter and her son was here, or her son. My son-in-law were here, so we were kind of doing things, but
I kind of went through when I found out you weren't going to be on. I decided I'd throw a live stream out there.
I saw that.
Yep, and Arizona Drone Dude was the only one that showed up, so we had a nice little conversation for about 20 minutes and couldn't keep up with a whole bunch of stuff to talk about.
So, well, yeah, sometimes it's hard to find stuff to talk about. So,
you have to try talking to two people. This idiot's got to figure out what I'm going to say and what he's going to say. Yeah. It is rough talking for two people, I got to admit.
Yeah. Yes. Lance Cadena, good morning. So, well, Dennis should be popping in here shortly, and so, but anyway, so
yeah.
But so I went flying yesterday, and I started using a GoPro. And I was about 50 feet, maybe 60 feet up in the air, getting ready to do a loop when I lost when I lost my telemetry, and the drone just fell right out of the sky, man. It just nose down, and the GoPro went back. When it hit, it bounced off the battery.
Ooh. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what GoPro is that?
It's a Hero 10.
10?
So I'm hoping I got to recharge the battery, but I'm hoping if it'll still record, and I'm pretty sure it does, I can still use it. I'll just put some tape over the glass.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got the DJI Action 5, first action camera I'd ever had, and I never got a GoPro before. I got it so I can mount it on top of my my crawlers. So
okay,
my RC trucks and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Michael Blade, good morning.
I still have the original Action 1. Still does a great job.
Yeah, I have the Osmo Pocket 1, and it's still good, but I just never just thought I needed an action camera. And then it's funny,
Yeah.
I bought that Action 5. I didn't realize it had just come out. I apparently ordered on the day that it was released, and Best Buy next day shipped it to me. And I was talking to Steve Carpenter, and says, "Oh, you already got one?" I said, "Yeah." It's like I've had it for a couple of days, and then I started looking. Oh, when did this thing come out? And I just hadn't paid attention. And apparently, like I said, I ordered it on the day that they released it, and I had it the next day.
Wow.
So it's like, okay, all right, that's good.
So, yeah, so I want to apologize for starting off so late. Can't wait for the time to change.
Yeah, me too.
Get back to, well, for you, since you're on mountain time. B-Rad, good morning.
Morning,
Hey,
B-Rad.
So,
And good morning, Dan. I didn't say good morning to him.
Morning, Dan. You're right. I didn't say that either.
Hello, Dan. Do you feel special yet?
so but yeah, and also one of the legs, I got to get a new screw for one of the arms because it broke the screw when it crashed that holds it in place. So now the arm goes like this.
Yeah,
don't
I'll
have
give
the
you the
video for
glove
that, right?
because
Sorry.
He says, "Hello, Lloyd and OJ. If I can't have the Bronco, at least sell me the glove."
yeah, you can have it. It doesn't fit. Yeah, he said.
Mr. Ron Lockwood, good morning.
Morning, sir. How are you guys?
We're doing pretty good, man. How about you? You on your way to work or you on your way home?
On my way home. Not a bad week so far. We didn't have Grandma with any gummies this week.
Hey, I don't like the way you said dummy. That was. Did you mean me? I hope not. I don't want to have to hurt you there. I'm pretty hard headed. I can hit you with my head.
There's Mr. Dennis.
There's the singing droner.
Good job, Lloyd.
Yeah, I was listening to you, Dennis.
What?
I was listening to you. I had you on in there while I was talking with Rodney.
Oh.
Yeah, you're getting. I think I saw it when you were doing House of the Rising Sun.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, I'm going to learn that one on mine.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty easy. Well, on the ook, it's pretty easy.
Well, you made it sound good.
Thanks.
Lloyd, if I remember correctly, you play guitar, don't you?
Yeah. I play guitar.
Hey,
I play. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I remember you saying that once before.
Yeah, I think I've got 8 guitars.
Wow.
I've got
Wow.
a mandolin, which I play. I have a ukulele that I just bought here, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. I've got a 5-string banjo that I'm okay at, but not great. Well, I'm not great at any of them. Yeah, 'cause I've been playing for about 56 years now.
Wow.
Woo. Wow.
And I still suck.
Still doing better than me.
I thought buying a fancy guitar would make me sound better. It doesn't.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite guitar?
I would say my Gretsch single cutaway. It's a hollow body electric, and it just Judy got it for me, and it's just I've got 2 Gretches. Well, actually, I got 3 because I forgot I got a lap steel I play too. This is my Gretsch, but that one, my black Gretsch, because it's just it and my for when it comes to my acoustic, it would be my oh, it's not Gibson, but it's one of it's their other company.
Fender?
Epiphone, yeah, my Epiphone. I have an Epiphone J100, which is the larger, the jumbo body,
Right.
a little bit bigger than a Dreadnought. And that one, when I picked it up in the store, it was love at first sight. It wasn't a fancy looking guitar, but man, it just played like smooth butter.
I know exactly
And
what you're talking about.
walked out the door with that one. It's just, because he said, well, you just got these in, try this one. I
Yeah.
tried 3 or 4 guitars. So Judy was letting me, I saved up the money, and she says, yeah, if you can find one, you can, so man, I found that Epi and I didn't look back. It's just like we were made for each other. And it's a truly, really good guitar, and it's well made, and it just plays so smooth. The action is perfect on it. It's not
Right.
not too low. But then when I get into electrics, I go for the Gretsch, because it's got the twang, and it's got it's just got that old 50s rock and roll sound to it.
Yeah, my dad's favorite instrument was his solid body Gretsch.
Have a good day, Brad.
2 F holes. Yeah.
See you, Brad.
See you, Brad.
See you, Brad.
Yeah, the Gretches, I kind of fell in love with them, it's another one that the action is set perfect, and I can just sit down and play it. Hardly ever goes out of tune. I can leave it sitting there on its rack for, a couple months, go pick it back up, and it may have one string that's just a little out of tune,
Yeah, I understand.
and it's got a beautiful action on it. So yeah, so Ron, I play guitar, play mandolin. I just started learning the ukulele. I have a 3-string cigar box guitar that I play.
Wow.
And
Cigar box guitar.
Yep, made out of a cigar box.
Huh.
Yeah, you ever seen one? Those are pretty cool, Rodney.
Yeah, they are.
If I ever have seen one.
That's mountain music. That's
Yeah.
Original. That's an
Mountain
original
music.
hillbilly instrument.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I even have a little electric amplifier that's made out of a square cigar box.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a little battery operated thing. And I think it's just battery. It may have it's just battery operated, but it's got a great sound to it,
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty neat. When Judy got it for me, she's the one who would always buy my toys. Now I got to buy them for myself, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a lot of videos on him.
Oh yeah. Building them is about as much fun as
instrument, Rodney. It's not, people have made banjos out of wash basins, right? And guitars out of cigar boxes. So whatever they can get their hands on that put some strings on it, see what it sounds like.
Yeah, there's one called a diddly bow, and it's just a 1-string thing. And and they use a steel slide on it to give it, there's no frets. It's just it's really, it's weird to watch them play, but they can come up with some really good sounds out of it,
Oh yeah, one of the most iconic and most well-known Chinese instruments is a 1-string instrument with no frets. I can't recall what it's called. It starts with an L in English. But that kind of sound. It's one of the. I mean, if you heard it, you say, "Oh yeah, that's a Chinese." You'd
right.
Way. Yeah.
Good morning, cool cat, Michael.
Cool. So what's your partner's name there, Lloyd?
Well, they called me Old Joe. So
Old
OJ for short, yeah. Old Joe.
All
I'm
right.
the smart one. He's the dunny. He has no
So,
respect.
you,
Well, that's because you're no good. If he was any good, then they'd be out there respecting more.
You fooled me, Mike.
I know. I saw that. I did that post on the StreamYard one and it came up with that. And I'm like, oh crap, that's not what we want to do. Still learning.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did it on. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on the StreamYard comment section there.
But believe it or not, it did show up in the chat, in the YouTube.
Yeah, I saw
chat.
that.
Yeah.
I know. And you were like, who's this guy?
Well, no. I mean, it just surprised me because I knew I'd made you a moderator.
Yeah.
And that come up just, the regular color. And I'm like, whoa, you must be on a different YouTube channel.
No, it's good. It's all good.
So, Ron, you done with all your hunt guides and stuff?
No, I got next week. I'm actually taking one of my supervisors out. He'd asked me to if I'd help him out. He's taking his son, like 10 years old, and so I actually was out yesterday, day before yesterday rather, and did some scouting. And so I'm gonna take him out deer hunting here in about another week, and then I've got a deer hunt second week in November with a customer, and then I got an elk hunt coming up. That's the one that was donated to me by my friend Don. So yeah, but, yeah, got a few bullets to sling yet. So I had another coworker out on Tuesday. He's a pretty cool dude. He's like multi-talented. He's a fireman, he's a paramedic, and he's a Wyoming state trooper. So he's a good guy to hang out with.
Yeah.
We got
no
him.
kidding. So,
Got him. Go ahead.
is he so if he's a state trooper, is that his full-time job or?
Yeah, and then he's part-time with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Starting to get a little cold there, isn't it, Ron?
Yeah, it is. Just say 35 degrees this morning.
Yeah. So when do you usually start getting snow up there where you are?
I've seen snow in every month of the year except for August.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah. I think one of the funniest ones was July 9th of like 10, 12 years ago. I remember went to the Bighorn Mountains. I don't think I had you over there. It's about an hour and a half west of me. And the town of Buffalo, Wyoming, so it's like about the central part of the state. And my buddy from Pennsylvania was with me, and we were going fishing. And we come out of the bait shop, and it had to be 75 degrees. And by the time we got to the top of the mountain, I looked over and I said, Mike, this is July 9th, right? He goes, yeah. I said, why are we in a blizzard? It was just unbearable. Yeah.
I remember you talking about that once before.
Yeah. They've already had snow in the mountains here already. Yellowstone got hit already. As much as I don't want snow, we need it. We need moisture badly, very badly.
Yeah.
We've had one solid rain in 3 months, 4 months. Yeah, that's why we have all these fires. They're finally, I think they got a head on the elk fire, which is up in the Bighorn Mountains I just talked about. Last I heard a week ago, it was up over 100,000 acres.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that mountain. I'm half afraid to go up there. I'm not sure I want to see it. You know, because obviously that mountain will never be the same. You know, during my lifetime. But it's still beautiful up there. But I'm sure a lot of it has been damaged. It was a big fire. So, yeah, been to 2 different big fires here this year. They
You're breaking up, Ron. I think we lost you.
And he froze.
Yeah, Ron, we
Yeah.
think we lost you, brother.
Only thing missing is the spinning wheel of death.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, what am I doing down here? I'm laying you down so I can have a cigarette. Asshole. He has no respect for me whatsoever.
No respect. Can't get no
I can
respect.
tell.
Can't get no respect. Yeah. Yeah. Who do you think you are, Rodney Dangerfield? No, I'm not Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, yeah. I remember as a kid. I grew up in Denver, and there was a place. I think it's called St. Mary's Lake up on Mount Evans, which is the tallest mountain, one of the tallest mountains in Colorado. And we'd go up there in July. Dad wanted to go fishing up there. Every time we went there, it snowed.
Wow.
I mean, it didn't matter if it wasn't until like, I think mid-August was the only time we ever went up there that it didn't snow, but it was still flipping cold up there, you know,
Yeah.
those high altitude mountains. Oh, there he is. Now he's in here twice.
We have 2 Rons.
Wow. 2.
oh shit!
The
2 for
Ron
the
and
price
Ron
of
show.
1.
Now you only have one.
And that one's froze.
Oh no, that one is froze.
Well, we're just talking about cold weather, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's probably pretty cold where he's at. Yeah.
Hey, Lloyd. I did confirm it. My new computer's coming today.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Okay, cool. That'll only take you 3 months to get it all set up and working exactly the way you want it.
Oh no. It'll be done by tonight.
What you getting, Rodney?
I got I went to the Army Air Force Exchange and I bought one of the CLX gaming computers. Yeah.
wait, Air Force Exchange?
Huh?
What are you slumming or what?
It's the Army Air Force Exchange.
You're slumming.
What's he saying?
He said you're slumming.
Slumming. Yeah.
That's because they don't have a
I was
Navy
trying to be
base right
nice
there.
out of respect for Mike
And
Oh, okay.
Lloyd.
and Lloyd because
Yeah.
both of
And
them are
Ron.
Air Force and
Yeah. So,
but-
Dennis, you were in the Navy?
No, I was not in any service.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you were, but I was thinking, well, maybe he was in the Navy. And I was going to say that explains a lot.
Do we want to explore this further?
No, probably not. I got a lot of friends that were Navy, so I can't really, rag on them too bad because
Yeah, you
lot
don't
of my
want-
friends
you
are-
don't want to associate them with me.
Hey.
I can appreciate that.
yeah.
The armed forces are allowed to talk crap about each other, but nobody else can talk crap about the armed forces.
That's right. That's right.
That's pretty much right.
We will get together and well, Rodney's Navy, so it's like, he and I associate with him, he's
Yeah,
okay.
and I associate
Like I
with
said.
Lloyd and Mike and
Yeah. It was nice having Rodney as my chauffeur. I mean, the Navy was finally doing their job, transporting people.
Was talking to a Marine the other night, and he was talking about Air Force and Navy. And I said, yeah, well, the Navy just drives you guys around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what Rodney did. He drove me around down there at the spin up or at the South Florida drone meetup. So
yeah.
stole my
Yeah,
phone.
But his comeback was that everybody wanted to be a Marine, but couldn't handle it, but they wanted to be a Marine because of the uniform.
Well, I
That
will
uniform is
be the
sharp.
first to tell you, a Marine dress blue uniform is the sharpest uniform of all the
It-
military.
That's
Yeah.
He stole your phone. So in other words, he drove you around and then borrowed your communications equipment.
Yeah, he stole it, and was headed somewhere, and I finally figured out he had my phone, and like, man, you got to bring that back. I need that.
He was trying to get me back because when we were in Austin, he almost lost his phone.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and Dennis saved the day. He actually called my phone and somebody answered it. I'm like, wow, how lucky is that? I remember that happening.
How intelligent is that? I mean, if you're
that's
going to
pretty
steal somebody's phone,
I'm not even sure that even an Air Force or an Army or a Marine person would have thought of that.
Probably not.
It took a civilian.
Well, the thing about Marines, though, now what does its paycheck say? The Department of the Navy? Isn't that what they say?
Well, they are part of the Department of the Navy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we humor them and let them think that they're their own entity.
Right. Yeah. But, we know that, yeah, their paycheck.
It's kind of a shame Captain Joe isn't here right now. I don't. He may be lurking.
Yeah, he might be. Maybe I need to be nicer.
No.
Yeah, you idiot. Shut up, Joe.
Anyway, so Ron.
Yes, sir.
You were telling us something before you hung up or got froze?
Yeah, just I got a few more hunts coming up, but other than that, yeah, not much going on with me. My Alaska video is almost done. I've got it about 80% of the way done. I'm running out of footage, so
Are you?
yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping within a week it should be done. It's a good one this year. It's probably one of the top ones with all the bear encounters and the whale encounters. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, I think I contacted both of you that week. I know Lloyd. Yeah. I come on your show, Lloyd, but I was up there that night.
Yeah, you did. You came on my show. Yeah.
Yeah, we were walking. I was walking around the marina up there in Petersburg.
Yeah. That's You were on my show that on Monday. That you were up there. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the bear and whale footage I got this year, pretty phenomenal. Wait till you see how close some of those whales got to the boat. I'm talking 10, 15 feet max.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got a 30-ton whale that comes up alongside you, gets your attention.
I bet.
yeah, I guess so.
I remember my buddy Joe. He's a cop back in PA. First time to Alaska, and we saw all these birds, and I'm like, and I had every opportunity to veer off to the left. I said, Joe, there's going to be a whale coming up right here. I know it because when the birds all gather, it means there's a whole pot of herring. I think the whales chased a herring. But that whale came up. He started yelling at me, get the hell away from the birds. Screw those damn whales. That was too close. And when you see the footage, you're like, yeah, I think he was right. That is too close. So, but, yeah, I just love that.
I thought that we showed that on here too.
I think we did, yeah. A couple of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's more. Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Going
Bob Casey, good morning, sir.
Going to river fishing up there next year. I'm taking one other guy with me from here. And then 2 years I'll be going back to the bay, fishing the bay for salmon and halibut. Yeah. Going to a different part of Alaska next year.
Oh, yeah? That's pretty
If I could
cool.
find a way to move up there, I would.
Well, I bet EMTs are in high demand up there.
Yeah, the cost of living, though, it depends on where you're at. I think if you're close to Anchorage, because that's like a main port, so the prices there aren't too bad, but if you're anywhere else, everything has to be shipped out of Anchorage. So,
I had a friend of mine that was stationed up in Alaska somewhere, and his wife was always calling my wife, and he was saying that, and this was back in the 80s, probably mid 80s, and she was saying like a gallon of milk at that time cost like almost $4. It was like $3.65 or
Wow.
something like that.
no, I believe it. Yeah.
So
Where was that?
it up in somewhere in Alaska. They were stationed up there on an Air Force base. He was Air Force as well. So
When I was up there in September, I think gas was only like the low fours, which is not bad. You know,
For Alaska, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, California is what, $7-8 a gallon now?
Yeah.
no
at least.
kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's
They
insane.
use U.S. gallons in California, or those Canadian?
Wow.
Yeah, I think they use Mexican liters.
So,
You
Lloyd,
did not just say that. Yeah, I did.
Well, you know, when I was stationed out in California, gas prices in California has always been higher than everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
always. When I got out of the Navy and went back to Oklahoma, as soon as I filled up just before I got into Arizona, and the price was like, at the time it was like $2.67 per gallon. And the next time I filled up was in Arizona, and it had dropped.
Yeah.
Since.
Sorry, Rodney.
Oh, no problem. It had dropped almost 50 cents.
Yeah. It's all the road tax they charge over there. There's
Yeah.
road tax and city tax and state tax and everything else they throw on there.
And because you're driving tax and
Because you have a gas motor tax.
Yeah.
so
right to breeze tax.
Yeah. I paid, well, yesterday I paid $2.55 a gallon. So
Arizona,
Oh, wow.
$3.45.
So I'm looking at a
Yeah.
website that has supposedly average prices for all the 50 states, and Georgia's is about right. It says $2.93 for cheap and $3.79, $3.76 for premium. So
yeah.
it says California is, and that's about what we're paying. California, it says $4.59 for regular and $4.99 for premium.
Okay. Well, it's cheaper than it was. Yeah, but still.
It is coming. It's on a downspout, I think, right?
Yeah, it seems to be fluctuating. I know here I'll see it for like 255, 257 for the cheap stuff.
Nice.
And then next day it'll be like 267, jump 10 cents. And then it drops, starts easing its way back down till it gets, it's been averaging about 258 a gallon overall here in Muskogee. And we are cheaper than Tulsa, which is weird because they've got the refineries. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not about that. We
Last
were just
week-
talking about it's about taxes and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Last week I actually saw a price for this was at a 7-Eleven. At that, it was like $2.89 a gallon. And I'm like, oh, I need to stop and get some gas. And by the time I got back around to where it was time to get gas, they had already gone back up.
Yeah.
And they went back up almost 20 cents because it was over $3.
yeah, what they do is they're emptying out the the cheaper gas, and or they get so many 100 gallons of gas, and they get a certain price, and then all of a sudden the price jumps, and they're having to pay for that, and so they're trying to get rid of that lower cost so that they can sometimes they'll just discount it just to get it out there, and so they can start pumping the more expensive stuff.
Yeah. Back in 93 and 94, when I was working for Lawrence Electronics, we'd go hang out at a Quick Trip on our coffee breaks to get coffee and stuff.
Yeah.
We'd go hang out over there and smoke because we weren't allowed to smoke on the Lawrence grounds. And the clerk's in there goes, hey, you guys come back in about 3 hours, gas will be this price. And so they'd give us a heads up when they're going to lower the price.
Yeah.
And when they were going to raise it again too. So that was always pretty nice. But
Well, of course, it depends on the weekend that's coming up. If it's a holiday weekend, they'll raise the price.
yeah,
And then, so always buy your gas on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And never near Thanksgiving.
And never never the high travel times, never buy. it
Yeah,
during
that's when the
those
price. Sometimes I think they're just gouging us, but it really comes down to supply and demand. So if they're, like right now, yeah, they're not going. People aren't traveling as much because the kids are all in school, and so it's like, you're just not seeing as much gas sales. You say that like you know what you're talking about, and we know you're lying. Yeah, I was just reading it off a script.
There's, sometimes with this job, you can't make shit up. I just saw a naked tire lady. This nut job lady that's in town here. We've all picked her up at least once or twice. I call her naked tire lady because she was chasing some guy around town about a month ago. She followed him to Discount Tire. Poor guy was just trying to go and get his tires rotated. And she follows him in there and says, "Oh, you're the love of my life and my soulmate." And he's like, "Lady, get the hell away from me." And then all of a sudden she pulls down her top. She's got no bra on. Pulls up her dress. Nothing under there either. It's like, they called us to haul her to the funny farm. But, yeah. Some days in this job, I just say, you can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Naked
I
tire.
imagine so.
Apparently she's out. I just saw her up the street.
Did she
Yeah.
get out or did she break out?
And one hardly knows. It could be one or the other. Well, anyhow, guys, I got to stop at my other station here, but you guys have a great day. Rodney, thank you for having me.
Ron.
Yeah, you're
Always
welcome,
good to
Ron.
see
You
you.
have a good one,
Yeah,
brother.
good seeing you, Ron.
Have a good day, Ron.
I'll try to
Talk to you
join you
later.
next week, maybe,
Okay.
and join you next week, and maybe have another good story for you.
All right.
We'll be
All right, guys.
So, a
Take
story
care,
from
Ron.
the EMT field.
Yeah, there you go.
Good night, Ron.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Ron.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
thought you'd
guys.
never leave.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one short.
Yep.
Okay,
It's-
Rodney. Well, thanks
It's
for
getting
having
to be
me
late
on.
in the day, and I got some things to do. So I'm sure
Yeah.
we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a nap I got to catch up on.
But
All righty,
okay,
Rodney.
what do you
We'll
think
see you,
about
man.
that?
He's a lazy dumb. He never gets up and does anything. He just sleeps all day. And he never talks with me anymore. 'Cause you're such a jerk. I am not. Thanks for having me on, Rodney.
Well, Joe
Next
J,
time-
you're welcome, and you're welcome to come back.
Well, next time I'll leave the dummy out of here and I'll do it myself.
That would be very strange.
That would be strange.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
very strange.
Like it's not strange seeing an old man with a beard playing with the doll. Yeah. That
Yeah.
would be strange. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
not
didn't want
good
to
at all.
I didn't want to say it, Lloyd.
Yeah. Somebody had to.
All right, guys. We'll see you all later.
All right, Mike. Take care. Dennis,
Bye-bye
have a
now.
good day, brother. You too,
All right.
Lloyd and OJ.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Later. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being in the chat. I do appreciate it. Don't forget tomorrow morning, Sunday sunrise cruise, starting with Drone Psyche. If he's feeling up to it, I know he's been under the weather here lately, but if he's up to it, he'll be flying tomorrow, starting us off, coming to me here in Virginia. Hopefully it won't be cloudy in the morning like it was this morning. And then we'll go back down to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, and we'll head over to Texas with Chris Hope. And of course, after Chris Hope, we'll be having coffee with Johnny, Drone Flyer, and Drones and Coffee. Meanwhile, y'all have a great weekend. Love y'all. Bye now.